Hello and welcome to the next video lecture of Quantitative Techniques, semester 3rd, module number 1. In today's video lecture, we are going to discuss some more small numerical problems on Karl Pearson's coefficient of correlation. So let us begin. So there is one more problem similar to the one which we have solved in our previous previous video lecture. So the problem goes like this. The coefficient of correlation between two variables x and y is 0.65. The coefficient of correlation, so they have given r value, that is 0.65. Their covariance, that is there are two variables. In a previous problem we have seen this. So the covariance between x and y is written as COV into bracket x and y. It is nothing but 2.32. The variance is denoted by sigma square of x is 0.18. So sigma square of x is given as 18. Find standard deviation of y. Remember, they have given variance of x, they have asked you standard deviation of y. So to find is sigma y. This is what they have asked you. So the same formula which we have seen in our last video lecture, Karl Pearson's coefficient of correlation, r is equals to covariance between x and y divided by square root of variance. Square root of variance we have seen, it is nothing but sigma x, that is standard deviation, and this is nothing but sigma y. So covariance or between x and y divided by sigma x into sigma y. So what is it? If we substitute r value, they have given as 0.65 here, covariance value they have given 2.32 here, and variance of x they have given here as 18. So copy this 18, variance of x into variance of y, that is under square root sign. So once you substitute this, you will get, just send this variance, square root of variance y, this value which is there in denominator, you send it here and bring 0.65 here. So what will you get? Square root of variance y is equal to 2.32 as it is in the numerator divided by 0.65, that has come down from here, it has come down. So 0.65 into square root of 18 as it is. Okay, so it is equal to 2.32 divided by, what is square root of 18? Square root of 18 is 4.2426. If you solve this, you will get answer as 0.8413. So what is it? Variance. So variance of y is nothing but that is square root of variance of y is nothing but 0.8413. But we know that standard deviation is nothing but square root of variance of y. So that is nothing but standard deviation of y is 0.8413. To simplify this problem, what we can use is, instead of using this formula, I suggest you to use one more formula, that is r is equals to r equal to covariance between x and y, x y divided by standard deviation of x into standard deviation of y. So just substitute this and you will get the values. So r equal to what is it, 0.65 is equals to covariance of x and y is 2.32, and sigma x, they have not given you sigma x, but they have given you variance of x. So first find where sigma x there. So what is sigma x? So sigma x is equals to square root of variance of x I'll just write v of x. Okay, so variance of x, so which is equals to square root of variance of x is given as 18, so you will get this answer as square root of 18 is nothing but 4.2 okay, this is what you will get, that is sigma x value. So you know this, you know this, you know this, and you are supposed to find out this. So what you have to do is you have to send it here. Similarly, you have to bring it r down and you will get the value. So this is how you have to solve this. So any of these methods you can follow. In fact, this is one and the same. So just substitution. Only thing is, instead of giving all the right hand side elements, they have given you one right hand side one unknown right hand side variable, and the other as left side variable is known. So this is what you have to follow. The only twist that was given is, they instead of giving standard deviation directly, they had given you variance and they had asked you standard deviation. So if you know the basics that standard deviation is nothing but square root of variance, you can very easily solve this problem. So I hope you understood this problem. Let's move to the next problem. In fact, two very small theory questions kind of a thing can come in 2 mark section. The question goes like this. Now, if the coefficient of correlation between x and y is 0, comment. So we already know that if the coefficient of correlation between x and y, that is if r is equal to 0, the two variables, that is x and y, are independent, that is they are not related, they are not associated with each other, hence they are not correlated. So this is what you have to write. If they are more than one, that is if they are positive, both move in the same direction, that is if one increases, the other will also increase. If one decreases, the other will also decrease. If the value of r is less than 1, that is in minus range, then if one increases, the other one will decrease. So this is how you have to find out where that is the difference between positive correlation, negative correlation, and no correlation, that is independent. So this is a case of independence. So both the variables x and y are not correlated at all. The next question is, define spurious correlation. I have included this because I just missed out this in theory class. So spurious or spurious, absence of causation. See, there are many times what happens is, there two variables might be related to each other statistically. So if one is increasing, the other is also increasing, but the causation that is there is absent, because the reason why they are increasing is absent. So such kind of correlation are known as spurious correlation. So if there without any reason, without any cause, one variable is increasing and the other variable is also increasing, we may say that they are correlated, right? If one is increasing, other is also increasing, so we say that they are correlated, but they may not be correlated. So such kind of variables are known as spurious correlation. Now for instance, for example, population of India and the number of gold medals that India are winning in, say, some tournament, are they related? Well, they are not related. Actually, population should not be directly correlated, cannot be directly associated into the number of medals that India is winning, but that is happening. Population is also increasing and we are winning more number of medals in international sports. So this though statistically based upon the data, we can come to a conclusion that they are related, but the causation that is absent between the variables. Hence such kind of variables or such kind of correlation is known as spurious correlation. So with this we end our today's lecture. I hope you understood. If you have any doubts, you can always contact me.